Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome back to another episode of Voice of Youth. Today we are doing something different and talking about movies. We're talking about Punjabi movies, ones that have come out this year, because this year itself I've gone out and I've watched in cinemas quite a few Punjabi films, at least more than I usually do, because normally it's one every so often, and generally it's one of the Sikh films, maybe like Char Sahibzade movie that comes out, or something just like that. But otherwise, this year itself, I've been going out and trying to watch more Punjabi films. One, just to better myself in my own Punjabi, because I'm trying to improve and trying to learn and everything. But also just to support Punjabi films that come out. So there have been quite a few that have come out, and quite a few that are good, quite a few that are bad, and it's always a mixed bag. But I just want to talk about, I like the direction that Punjabi films are currently in, like the course they're in. I don't know how long they've been in this state for. I don't know if it's been like that forever and I'm just new to this, but I feel like it's been at least a good few years that it's been like this, where it has a good balance of films which have a good story, have a good heart, and have everything that, you know, would technically be needed in a typical Hollywood film that would make, the Westerners that watch a Punjabi film think this is a well-crafted film and everything like that. But then also having those fun, over-the-top, ridiculous, those movies that just play with your emotions and always make you laugh kind of Punjabi films which are very classic to, the older kind of style and everything done. So then why am I, talking about this? Why am I saying this is a good thing? It's because it's important to kind of not lose the kind of cultural things that we do, the kind of style in which we do our own things. While, everything's always changing and the world's constantly spinning, everything like that's happening, everyone continuously draws a line at a different point in which they say, no, this isn't right, this is how this should be, that should be like this. And I watch several Punjabi films, I watch several Hollywood films, and then they're so contrasting in opinions, cultures. And I think it's important that Punjabi films still have those ones which are core to its root, not like those ones which are more catered to a Hollywood kind of style of film, but more so to the core Punjabi kind of style of films. And it's important to not lose that, even though I believe as the world continuously changes, some people may say, oh, but that's not really good, or that's not really great, as we're more influenced by, outsiders and, people that aren't Punjabi. And that can then change these films that are, more lighthearted, more on that comedy side, things that you need to know the culture for, appreciate the culture for, or just simply understand is a part of Punjabi culture to, enjoy. And I'm going to give some examples now. So recently I saw Sonkana Sokne, I think that's the name of it. I can't remember exactly. But that was much more of the classic kind of, this kind of thing happens and it's so outrageous and out there, but it's such a fun, enjoyable film. So many people in the theater laugh. And then you have other films like Ma, Bajre Da Sita, which I saw recently and it's probably my favorite film, Punjabi film of this year. Ma was also really good, saw that one with my family. You have Ajo Mexico Chalier, which was a blend of the two and kind of worked, also didn't work. But then you have other movies, there's some other ones I can't remember the name of. It's good to go watch them, good to go support them. But then I also want to make sure that we don't lose those classic kind of Punjabi films that we have and try to say, oh, we need to cater more to these kind of narrative ones, which less so have, some of the more cultural kind of aspects to it, in the sense that it's not losing culture by doing these Hollywood kind of style films, but it's more so like a watered down version for the most part. And those lighthearted ones, they're based on Punjabi culture, based on all these things, which Westerners or other cultures just won't get. And I really hope that one day we don't go in the direction where people when they start to take notice of these films, start saying, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong, it shouldn't be like that. There are reasons we have different cultures, there are reasons we have different beliefs and everything. Not everything fits the same. And that goes back to what I said, when you draw the line in the sand at different areas. I want to make sure we hold our ground with what we have as Punjabi films. Obviously, it does mean there are improvements in certain areas, because even as Punjabis, I'm sure we notice, small things here and there where we're like, we could change that, we could change that. But then as long as we're still at the core, maintaining that kind of Punjabi culture and not just watering it down into that other side of things. Basically, that's kind of actually a detour with what I wanted to initially say, but I think it's kind of good how Punjabi films are having those two kind of styles and everything going on with Punjabi cinema at the moment. Whenever I've gone to watch a Punjabi film, there's been a lot of people in the cinema itself. Obviously, it's not like a 200, 300 packed cinema, but it's one of those more like 100 or so people cinemas, and it's more than half full at least. So thank you for watching, and I hope you go out and enjoy some Punjabi movies in the cinemas itself. I do wish we get some more on Netflix or other streaming services, because I've been rewatching the same movie 2 or 3 times because we need more variety on those streaming services. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this video, and Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.